13 points. I had Joao Pedro as captain and Dubravka as my keeper. Sanchez as my keeper. Yeah. So, amazing.
I can actually shut down
Amazing
my
start to the
FPL
week.
team. I'm thinking of shutting down my FPL team this soon in the season. It's been an awful start. As it stands, I'm at 0 points this week.
But has any of your players played yet?
Palmer is red and out, and I don't have a replacement for it. So it's going to be quite awful actually.
Yeah, I replaced Palmer with Joao Pedro. I mean, I replaced him with Semenyo. Remember Semenyo? The first Liverpool
I
game?
remember Semenyo.
The
Yes,
the
I
hero.
had bought him then. He's gone up in value since.
He has. So I bought him quite expensive today. But it's... what is happening on the chat? Because, I'm not able to access the chat since I'm on the same phone.
We are
What?
already speaking.
Are we live?
These are glitches for the first episode of the Low Block. Brought to you by.
Chat will start once live starts. Okay, excellent. I think you'll
What does
handle the
that mean?
chat bit because I think
No,
technology
forget
is
chat. Chat, I can manage. My
you
bigger
manage the chat,
question
right? Yeah.
is, are we live?
Abhimanyu, can you tell us if you're live?
Mic check, coming.
No.
He's saying no.
You're not live yet. You're not live yet. Count 30. Is it 30 seconds or 30 minutes?
Somebody should tell him this is the first time we're doing any of this.
Seconds. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. He's laughing. My friend is laughing.
Is he going to sit and listen to us for the next couple of hours? These might be the most valuable hours of his life.
Excellent. Just tell us when we go live so that we can start. I think it's important that
10, 9, 8. Oh, he said start in 10. So I was doing the right thing.
Excellent.
And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are live.
Hello, Alfred. How you doing, my friend?
I could always be better, Sanchit. Mr. Segal, the Seagull, as we know you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Low Block. We've just had the first match finish. It went into extended extra time, with Chelsea coming through 2-0 despite the King goal, which was disallowed for Fulham. But let's start with the Seagull here. The Seagull?
I would say quite a comprehensive win in the end for Chelsea. First half didn't go that well, but the penalty and Joao Pedro's goal, I think, both saw them through. It was an expected result. Fulham hasn't been at their best this season. So, I'm expecting Chelsea to give a fight for the title this year. I think I will put them up there right with Liverpool and Arsenal. City, I think we need to see a few more games. But the other three teams that, I would like to watch out for. And tomorrow is the big game, Alfred. Liverpool versus Arsenal, the biggest game of the weekend. The two title contenders going head to head. I know you're busy tomorrow, but probably we will cover that in a review sometime later.
On the Low Block, people, on the Low Block, the best show out there. Well, there's some news coming in from Ben Jacobs this evening. As of Saturday morning, UK time, Liverpool sources insist that there is no agreement in place for Isaac. Just covering a bit of latest news. If a deal does get done, the expectation is that it will be just below 130 million pounds. That's 130 million quid. Isaac remains optimistic that he will move. Honestly speaking, Siegel, I can't wait for Tuesday morning when all of this is over once and for all.
Yeah, Monday 7 p.m. UK time is the deadline for all transfers to be closed. And I think Liverpool is going to give a really good shot. Newcastle is trying their best to sign in players as we speak, and there is Visa. They're going after Visa. They already have one big signing they've already made. Nick Woltemade, the German striker, who's joined them for a record fee. So definitely, they are trying to shore up their attack with a view on what happens with Isak, and if they're able to bring in one more attacker in this window, I'm sure Isak would well be on his way out.
Yep.
Welcome
So the
to
so the
well,
team. Yep.
so
Go ahead.
welcome to the game in question. Manchester United versus Burnley. We have a 7:30 p.m. India kickoff, and it is a, a game of two underdogs. Burnley, who's just made it to the Premier League again, and United, who finished 15th in the league last year and haven't had the best of starts again this season. They've stuck on with Ruben Amorim, and as we go along, we'll talk more about Amorim and his antics, and his interviews with the media and how he's been handling the team. But it is going to be a very, very interesting game. I think both teams, while obviously United has some really good world class players playing for them, I think the confidence of the team has really taken a beating, Alfred. And especially after what happened at Grimsby Town in the EFL Cup over the last couple of days, I think there is definitely going to be a lot of soul searching that the United players and the whole team would have been doing. So it's going to be a very interesting game. The teams are already out, and uh, it is no surprise that Amorim has stuck to his three at the back. I don't think he wants to change that. He's been um, as inflexible, as probably the last manager we saw uh, like that was Ange Postecoglou, but at least he was playing exciting football. He wasn't changing the way he played, and he won a major trophy. I don't see that happening with Amorim. I think he's played 29 games. He's scored 28 points up until now. It's probably one of the worst starts by Manchester United manager, and he seems to be at a loss for words when he's going in for his media interviews pre and post match. He's been saying things like, "I love my team sometimes, I hate my team sometimes." Sometimes I support them. It's kind of sad to see a United manager behave in such a fashion. I know they've been knocked off the proverbial perch a while back by City, and now with Liverpool coming in. But the stature of the club that they are, I think it's important that their manager uh, uh, stands behind the team. He had been yelling that he'd lost the team. There were issues with the players. We've already had a big exodus of players. As we speak, more is happening. Rashford has gone to Barcelona. Garnacho is on his way to Chelsea. They're doing a deal for Anthony in Spain, probably with Real Betis. It hasn't yet gone through. But there is, and they've showed up their attack. They've brought in Mbeumo. I don't know what Mbeumo was thinking when he left from Brentford. He had Newcastle. There was Thomas Frank going to Tottenham. He wanted to get Mbeumo. Um, I don't know if Mbeumo is thinking whether he made the right choice by joining United at the moment. I know he scored a goal in the last game. He scored a goal which got them up back from 0-2 to 1-2, and then he scored a penalty, missed a penalty. But I think he could have been in a Tottenham outfit today, and the way Tottenham is flying, and with Thomas Frank, understanding his game so well, it could have been a very very different story for Mbeumo. But let's see. There's Cunha, there's Mbeumo. There's been some really good signings they've done, but they're struggling at uh, with a goalkeeper. They don't know whether Bayindir is going to be their goalkeeper, or they want Onana. So they keep swapping from one to the other. The goalkeeping, Alfred, in the last game, if you saw the Grimsby Town game, was pathetic. It was ordinary at best, and from both sides. And I'm not expecting much from Grimsby. They got over the line. They got lucky in the end, but I think there is definitely a need for a goalkeeper, a new goalkeeper. I don't know if they end up signing that.
The screen is live when it comes to the television networks, and I can see a banner hoisted by some of the United fans which says "Good days are coming." I think it's a banner that's been there for the last 2 years, and I suspect the way it's going, it will stay there for a few more. I think you rightly called out the goalkeeper selection tangle that United find themselves in. One would suspect that Onana plays out most of the cup games, whatever little they left in. And Bayindir continues to be the lead goalkeeper, going by what they've done. So it's 11th versus 16th in the Premier League. United quite where they were, and
Pretty
Burnley
much.
again new to the season and already ahead of them, right? So 14 to 16. But I think what I'm looking forward to today, uh, other than the gossip around what's happening on the team sheets, etc. With Sesko, of course, expected to start. Newcastle wanted him, United went for him, but despite you know kind of piping them to this player, they're not starting him. And Cunha, despite his miss, continues to front end the line. But I think what I'm really looking forward to today, Siegel, is Bruno Fernandes. Will he step up and shape up today? Uh, and I'll hand over the mic to you as we go 3 minutes towards the start of the game.
Yeah, both the teams are going to make their way to the round now. The hallowed ground of Old Trafford, which has seen many a battle.
Once
But
hallowed or still hallowed?
well, we can talk about this after the game, but I think Ruben Amorim's job is definitely on the line. I see that, there's banners of Amorim out, there's banners of the owners out. I think we will talk more as we go along, but, I think Eddie Howe and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer are already reportedly in talks with United to replace him, if there is a further fall. So, interesting to watch out. Eddie Howe's position, the way Newcastle has gone about their transfer business with Isak probably on his way out, and, not really hiring enough talent. Eddie Howe seems to be looking out, and United and Eddie Howe could be a great fit. But I also feel uh, getting someone like Solskjaer back, because he's the one under whom they finished second in the league as well. He's someone who understands the team really well. I know there was this falling out with Ronaldo that happened, that finally got him out of the team. It would not be such a bad idea, because Solskjaer, his a few hours ago, his contract has just been terminated with Besiktas in the Turkish league as well.
Lot of lot
Another
of lot
very
of terminations, lot of terminations out there in Turkey
Yeah,
in the last couple of
yeah,
days, right?
that's
Fenerbahce,
right.
Besiktas, Galatasaray
That's
seem to be the
right.
only one
Galdrache
left
is,
by the
is ruling
manager.
the roost. But another interesting manager who is now available, like you said, is the Fenerbahce manager, Jose Mourinho. And he's obviously, he would love to come back to England, and he's already managed United once. That could be a very interesting option as well if United were to consider. So I think they have options beyond Amorim. Amorim will really, the team sheet that he's announced, he's playing a three at the back, again, 3-4-2-1. And, he's sticking to that system. I think,
He is, and we're talking about Turkey here and Fenerbahce, and Bayindir is ex-Fenerbahce, and they signed him last year. So a lot of coincidences all around. Sanchit, very quickly, Mr. Siegel, let's get into Burnley for a quick minute, for a hot minute. Who would you look forward to other than the obvious Dubravka answer? Who would you look forward to in the Burnley t-shirts today?
well, Burnley has been doing really well. They've, since they've made their way back to the Premier League, and I think they're on a winning streak right now. They just won their last two games, and what I'm looking forward to is, a very very defensive approach from Burnley, a low block, like the name of our show, and they're going to be attacking on the counter. There are going to be some interesting battles. I'm sure, once the Burnley, yeah. So now we have the Burnley team out. So Dubravka, he's in my FPL team as well. I think one of the best keepers.
I think he's starting my team as well. I think he goes on the cheap for a great fly
Yeah,
as far as the
we
games are
have
concerned.
Esteve. Esteve is a good defender, good centre back. Kyle Walker from City, of course. By the way, the England team just got announced, and Kyle Walker is not part of the new England team, which also does not have Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mojebri is an exciting player, and so is Jaden Anthony. So these could be some interesting battles up front along with Foster. But I see this game going into a one all draw. I see Burnley scoring, because of the defensive errors that we've seen United make, especially in the last Grimsby game. They will really need to shore up defensively if they want to keep Burnley out. But
So
I'm guessing there'll be one
sorry
goal
to
from United as well.
so we're live with the game now. Amorim's got the ball already in the 30th second of the game. He's kicking it back into the field. The game's live. A few seconds into it, it's 0-0, and that's a goal kick to Burnley. Very quickly, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker in a Burnley t-shirt. Uh, isn't that very exciting to see? You already mentioned that he's not there in the main squad, but coming back from AC Milan, ex-City, I think he's got a point to prove today at
He
his
does.
ripe
He
old age of
does.
35.
He does. He doesn't have the same pace anymore, but those crosses that Kyle Walker's really famous for all through his City days. I think there is definitely a great player still for another year or two maybe. And Burnley, if they want to stay up, they will need him to be up and firing.
So the referee for the game today is Samuel Barrott. Sam Barrott. You've seen him referee quite a few games already this season. He's a Yorkshire lad, just 31, 32 years of age. Not much has been known about him. He just got his FIFA badges late last year's, and he used to play at Halifax FC back in the day. He got, so very interesting to have a new referee, largely unannounced to the game last year, refereeing a game for United, and going by the trend of the issues that we've been seeing. This I think we will see a few things coming in. Oh, there's a corner for United. Oh, what a save! What a save by Dubravka! What a save by Dubravka! Splendid. Do you see that, Siegel?
Yeah, I think my feed, because I'm watching on Hotstar, is a little delayed. So yeah,
Let me know once you get to it. But that was quite a save for a
yeah.
corner.
Mount is just taking the corner for me, and oh
Right.
wow, brilliant, brilliant. Although it came right into his hands, but very very solid from Dubravka nonetheless.
Burnley got away with one there, huh? What do you say?
Yeah, yeah. I would guess so. I think Shesko's been rested because of obviously playing a lot of minutes, and they needed to rest him. I think they are going to bring him back at some point within this game, but I think they brought Shesko on board, as their number 9. So I don't know, if Amorim has had a change of heart.
Oh, this has been a great start. Had United had the 1-0 lead, Amorim would have had a sigh of relief. But I think his heart will pace with every game. Being a United manager, it's probably the toughest job in world football right now, if you ask me, Siegel.
Yeah, I think second to none. This is probably the biggest club there is in English football as far as the brand value and the supporters go. And they're the joint with Liverpool. They've won the maximum number of titles. They've ruled the roost in the 90s and the noughties. So clearly, this is a club which is trying to find its identity back. They've tried with 7 managers since the great Sir Alex Ferguson left, and they nothing's really been working out for them. They've got new ownership now, who's putting in money into the team, but I think they really need to do something like what a Liverpool did. Complete change in philosophy. Um,
United making a run for it now. I suspect this attempt by them will end up close to the goal from the looks of it. Uh, they're going ahead now. Siegel, take me away on your feet from here. What do you see?
Cunha straight on to the goalkeeper. I think United has started well,
Yeah,
and
two
Bruno
chances
seems to
already. Two
be
two golden
Bruno.
chances.
Whoa, that was close. That was close. I think United has come with a great vigor, a new found vigor into this game, and
They've
it's
got a point to
exciting
prove for sure.
football. It's really exciting football to see from United.
But I don't mean to be
I
cynical, but by going by the experience of what I've seen in the cup game the past week, they're good at wasting corners as well. As much as I'd like them to step up, head them in. The balls have been flying high. The high press has been missing after the ball is lost. Uh, yeah, this is a corner not taken very well, and I think they're floundering these opportunities early on in the game. If you ask me,
and
they should. They've had. Yeah.
you can clearly see the low block approach from Burnley. They've got all their players in the box in their half, and I think that's what it's going to be. This game is going to be all about Burnley just stacking up in their half and trying to find
So everyone's
a
everyone's talking
ball
about
over the head.
the low block, Sanchit, Siegel. What is this low block all about?
So low block is this approach which a lot of defensive teams, a lot of the teams which don't have a lot of attacking potential, have been employing, and it's an approach that we saw in the 90s and the noughties. Everton used to apply a lot, where majority of your players would be parked in your own half and close to your box, and make it very very difficult for the attacking teams to go for goal. And the strategy it employs is counter attack, wherein once the ball comes in, you try and have one forward running up. There's a feeder to that forward, and they try and run up. Most goals happen on counter attacks in a low block game, but you know what we've seen with teams like Arsenal, City, and Liverpool, the kind of creativity they have, they've been able to. They're probably the top 3 teams in the league who've been able to negate the low block football played by
So
some
we
of
saw we
these.
see another opportunity go awry and waste by United. Uh, good forward movement by Cunha, but Diallo, of course, fails to pass it onto his left. Very interesting to see how Dubravka is passing from the back, right? He's got his defenders right next to him. Like, I think the Pep Guardiola system being copied by literally every goalkeeper when they play out from the back. But then they also know that he's going to pass it forward because United, right in the center, has a recent habit of dropping the ball and letting it go easily, right? So I think by now United should be smart enough to realize that's the approach they're going to take and give them the freedom to move and probably make a mistake at the back. Burnley that, uh, yep. Now Burnley making an attack forward. Sanchit,
So interestingly, you know, the odds are definitely stacked heavily against Burnley because they've only managed to win one game at Old Trafford in the last 63 years.
I have to stop you here. I have to stop you here. I don't know where you are on your feet, but number 18 has been smacked right in his face by an incoming delivery. And oh, that has hurt. The game's been stopped. Are you there yet, Siegel? I'll
Yeah,
wait for your reaction. This is
yeah, yeah,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Casemiro's down. Casemiro's down as we
Casemiro's down.
speak.
The
Yeah.
big man, the original low block, is down.
Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look very good. Although it looks like the head, it could be a concussion. Yeah, it was. It was straight onto his head, and yeah, there'll be a concussion protocol here. I think that's what's happening as we speak.
I think the irony of it for United, uh, they are susceptible. Uh, even if he goes off the pitch, touch wood, he's all right. But even if he goes off the pitch for a good 20, 30 seconds before the ref brings him on, but oh, going by the pictures, he's fine, but he's off the pitch. This could be an interesting time for Burnley to push while he regains his senses, if I may.
Yeah, you need to get off the pitch for I think 6 minutes in case of a concussion protocol. So I think that's
He's
what
all right. He's back. He's back. He's back on the
he.
field. Uh, uh,
Yeah, I think
Burnley
they'll
now
they'll
wasting
probably need to
much
keep
it.
him out for some time, but that's what the rules are.
Yeah. Well, he's had to warm the bench a few times last season. The legend that is Casemiro, uh, legendary player, uh, one of the all-time greats. But he came here for the love of football and for the love of a club he supported. But he finds himself in this really strange situation. Uh,
These are old legs, though, Akshat. I think he's way past his prime, and while he's a reliable, um, uh, very reliable defender slash midfielder, defensive midfielder, I think I think probably play for United for another season before he hangs up his boots or makes his way to Brazil.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. So 10 and a half minutes, 11 minutes into the game, nil-nil. The verdict is still out. While United have had a couple of great chances, it seems soft, their approach. It's not as aggressive as the vigor that you were talking about at the start of the game. It's kind of gone a little silent. Uh,
Yeah, I think
the crowd the fans are
Definitely,
definitely expecting
yeah,
a lot
Burnley's definitely managed to slow the
getting
game
in.
down in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Ogochukwu, the Nigerian player, 21 years old, uh, playing for Burnley, starts for them. He's expected to be quite a starter for them throughout the season. Rave reviews about him online, a lot of fan postings. Uh, he's a dual national of Nigeria and France, and a great signing. Oh, your feed will get there, buddy, but I can see another long ball wasted. A lot of long balls being wasted. uh, wonder what this ploy is. You nudge the ball forward, and there's no one to take it for you. You see Liverpool do it quite a bit, where Salah's always running around and making those moves. He makes the run-ins very smartly, but most of the teams don't get it. Siegel, Siegel, do you hear me?
Yeah, I think Scott Parker, the manager of Burnley, he is definitely building a team which I strongly believe can survive in the Premier League. That's the early signs that I see, and United seems to definitely be a team that is going down. Where do you think United is going to finish in the table this year, Akshat? Alfred,
I'll
15th last
well,
year. They don't have European football this year. They don't have clearly they don't have the EFL Cup this year. They've been knocked out of that. So they have lesser games to play. They can focus all their energies on the league and the FA Cup. Where do you see them finish? Do you think they'll climb up the
Buemo,
top half?
Buemo. Well, they're not shining as smartly as the suit that Scott Parker is definitely wearing at this time of the season. But look what's coming up on the screen in a second. That's Buemo. He's got the ball. He takes a turn to the left. Oh, that's a good save, and then a good header to protect the goal. Uh, Siegel. Uh, we'll come back to the
What
finishing
a
position.
what a shot from Buemo. I think you know what? I think Buemo is missing Wissa. He's missing his
I have a feeling
partnership
he's going to
with
miss again
Wissa.
in a second. He's going to miss again in a second. This is yeah. He's missing someone next to him, running, making those darts in, darts out.
Yeah, because
He's definitely missing that.
after Tony left Brentford, Buemo and Wissa
The
really
ball's
picked
again.
up,
The
and
ball's
that
again been passed
partnership.
forward. Can you see that?
Yes, yes, yes. I,
Ooh,
I can,
adding.
I can.
That's. I think they've had what 5 shots on goal already.
Oh, I can sense a Buemo goal here. It is looking quite threatening from Buemo at this moment.
He was great last year, but you sometimes suspect players come to United and they have a Darwin Núñez moment once in a while. Uh, so
Well,
time will
well,
tell. Uh,
well. For United, you call it the Jadon Sancho moment. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of great players who've come into United, and we saw what happened last year with Anthony, who moved on and went to Betis, and played really well. We've seen what's happened with Scott McTominay. He's gone and won the league with Napoli. So
he's a
clearly,
mini Naples legend, isn't he already?
he is. So clearly, the problem seems to be quite endemic in the system right now at United.
Oh yeah, United again. They've been
It
trying to make these
is.
changes with Burnley. If
It's
you're seeing
getting
what's
looked
happening on the
at by
screen,
VAR. Yes,
yes,
yes.
it is getting licked by VAR. Yeah.
It could be a
Ooh,
penalty.
he
It
has
could
pulled in,
well be a
but
penalty.
these soft touches, and players going down so easily. So, oh, look at that. It would be a shame if it's given. Oh, come on, you gotta make more of a me. He's made a meal. Oh, the players that are going having a go at each other. This is so silly. This is so silly and strange to see on a football field at this stage of the season. Uh,
Yeah, this to me is not a penalty. This is not a penalty, Alfred. This is so not a penalty.
let's see what the VAR says. Does he call the ref to the screen? In which case, of course, there's a good chance of it being overturned. Checking for foul. Walker arguing with uh, Sam Elliott, the ref, uh, and the players, of course. They've made this is well. The fans will definitely be happy if this is given, but look at this.
Oh, you know what I mean? It's a Bruno goal. Is he going to take the
Oh
penalty
wow.
this time? Or is he going to miss the penalty again?
Well, going by the recent run of form, I see the ball was taken away very nicely. Is his left leg stretched out? He stopped him, took the ball, made the dart in, and then, of course, just on the verge of the box, there is a slight nudge, a slight pull. Wow, now looking at this, wow. Imagine
This
this being given. This is probably the fortune that United needs. but it would be a shame from a football perspective. Oh,
But
the ref's having a look at it. The ref's having a look at it, Sanchit. The ref's having a
yeah,
look at it. He's
yeah,
gone to the
yeah.
screen. He's been called over.
I mean, we've seen
Ah,
this time and again when the ref goes. Typically it's given. So clearly, looks like a decision going down United's way. It could be their day. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
these games are always taken over by the conversations of VAR nowadays. There's hardly any conversation around the play. It's mostly around refereeing. It's become the main course, if you may, the main dish that's being served. What did the referee do? Oh, that is in no way in hell is that a penalty in my opinion. But
Not at all.
the
Not at
critics will be
all.
out.
I don't think it's a penalty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the low block, Amorim excited because this is the kind of the leash he needs to pull it away from here.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath, Manchester United fans.
Now the amount of time that is spent on these decisions, that adds to the extra time, extends the gameplay. All right, all right. So the referee, I like this new concept of the ref speaking into the microphone. Sorry, I'm about a few seconds ahead of you on the feed, but the ref is now explaining his rationale.
So the
Kyle
the only
Walker
reason,
urging
Alfred,
calm.
the only reason this might be given is because um, because he put his leg, in front of him. It could well be excellent. That's brilliant. I like the refereeing in this game. I think I think they're holding up to the ethics and the values of refereeing here, and not going back to the Ferguson era when referee used to be
They used to
bullied into
crumble
giving
under pressure.
red cards when United used to play.
They've cancelled that out. And we are back in action, ladies and gentlemen. No goal, no goal, no penalty, no Bruno moment to miss or score today.
The interesting
Uh,
thing is, I just got Bruno out of my team today, so I did not want to regret that. But I still feel that Bruno can come back and score. Although I think Mbeumo has a better chance of scoring for United the way he's been playing.
so 20 minutes into the game, United making a forward run. Oh, this is oh there is oh I have to step in again, but there has been another incident, and the United players are clamoring for a penalty, but it's not been given. It's not been given. So 20 minutes into the game, United have had the better opportunity so far, but that was a
Definitely, they've had
clear,
the chances
yeah.
on goal. They've got some missed opportunities.
Oh, they've taken the corner here, but yes, that was a very good save by the Burnley players. I think that was the fourth or fifth run in the last few minutes. And aside from the 2-3 minutes that we've seen, uh, I'll let this play out.
Well, yeah,
I'll let this.
he's one of the best players they have up forward. He reminds me a lot of Raheem Sterling during his early days in Liverpool and City. Diallo, and probably one of the best they have. They've been playing him on right back, and it just doesn't make any sense the way Ruben Amorim has been playing him. He needs to be up there and attacking like we've just seen him do.
Oh well, this all said and done. This is going to be a tough, long evening watch, isn't this, Siegel? Uh, it's going to be slow burn football, if you ask me.
I think Burnley, if they want to have a chance of doing a draw, of getting a draw in this game, they are going to have to fight out of their skins, because United seems to be a team which has a point to prove. They definitely are playing with a lot of passion, which I haven't seen in the last 3 games or the first 3 games of the season.
Oh, you're right. You're spot on with that. I think what spices up this game a little bit is probably Burnley going 1-0 up, and then the crowd kind of uh, getting annoyed, but then the United fans having to score that goal for the 1-all verdict that you had predicted at the start of the game. But that's only to spice things up. I think if United go up 1-0, their mentality right now might just be to block the game and counter attack for the rest of it because they're in such a dire need of 3 points that they take an ugly win. And I think ugly wins, dirty wins are the call of this season, the way it's going. Siegel?
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter how you win, Alfred. Like you're spot on there. We've seen Liverpool win their games in the league, and the way they've been winning them, coming from 2 up, making it 2-all in the last game with Newcastle, and then winning it at the final stages of the game. And the first game before that, where the goals were scored in the 90th minute, the 87th minute, and 90th minute. It doesn't matter how you win; you just need to get it over the line.
Here's some stats for the stat lovers. Zero shots, zero attempts by Burnley so far. Four attempts by United. I'd said five earlier, but I think one of them was not considered an attempt because it got cancelled out. And two shots on goal. They should be doing much better. Yeah, but yeah, 25 minutes into the game, you are watching the low block on CNBC TV 18 on our YouTube link, a channel which has 4.19 million subscribers. And for those who've joined us in the last minutes, I can see a score of people are watching us. Siegel, a score of people are watching us. That's not bad for the first episode of the Low Block, brought to you live by the Siegel and Alfred. Back to the game. We have a very interesting viewer, Jared. Jared's been talking to us. He's been talking about collisions and the fact that there has been no foul inside and no penalty. Welcome to the show, Jared. It's good that you're interacting with us, and it's a pleasure to be hosting this for you. Siegel?
Well, welcome to the show, Jared. This is our first show, and you're the first comment on our show. So I think that is very special. I think I think we saw both those penalty calls turned down. I think quite rightly by the referees, but the second one to me looked a lot, and while the referees and VAR did not spend a lot of time on that, it seemed a lot better than the first one against Walker. But I do not see Burnley. Like we said, they're playing low block football. I don't see them having too many chances on goal. It is going to be United on the attack throughout at
Siegel,
least the
Siegel,
first
Siegel, you got to
half.
be watching this. You got to be watching this. A goal has been given. A goal has been given by the bar. Uh, Bruno Fernandes with a great, soft, solid assist. He takes it near the penalty box, just outside it. The foul was given. Dubravka complaining to the referee. Once it will come up on his screen in a moment. That's been a lovely header. Straight in, just edging the bar. These are the kind of goals you need in a season like this.
Congratulations, Manchester United. And now we have the game live and running. They have their breakthrough. This is excellent football. And Bruno Fernandes again, the nucleus of the team, the spine of the team coming in
Portuguese are
and
sailing
making
the
things
Portuguese
happen.
are, yeah. I think this is it's interesting. The technology
Yeah, I
pointed
think
towards the goal.
that's a goal. That's a goal for certain. It's a goal, and Dubravka did really well to get that one out, but unlucky.
Well, this will open up the game for sure now. 1-0 up, United, 27th, 28th minute in the game. You will now see Burnley. Burnley will start making those moves which they've been patient about because as newly promoted they are, they know this is a team that they can go up against. United is not to be feared in moments like this. This opens up the game, but oh Lord, we've got a player down. We've got a player down, and this is not good news if you're a United fan. This is not good news at all. They've got the medic out there, and he's checking in on the player now. Amorim, of course, concerned. Oh, the bench is not going to be happy. Well, just when you
Lot
think
of
things
stop
are going to
start
get,
in the game. It's been a complete stop start first half. Alfred, um,
yeah,
I
and just when you
I
think,
I
just
don't
when you
think
think
this
things are getting better
is.
for United,
Yeah,
uh,
this could be a serious hit. It's not looking very good for Cunha.
oh geez, he's going to be off from the looks of it. And this doesn't seem like a minor injury, though. We'll get the update from uh, the experts towards either the middle half or the end of the game. The TV screens now showing the replays of the goal. That's it's a bummer. It bounced off the defender, the goal,
Yes,
if you look at it.
it did. It did.
It
I think
hit,
Dubravka did a
it hit,
great job. He got unlucky
and
in
then
the
Cullen,
end. It was a great save, and then
yeah,
Cullen, yeah, Cullen was unlucky to pushed it back in.
the
But
captain
these
himself,
these are the
yeah,
fine margins. The way United's been attacking. I think it was only a matter of time. Something was
Seagull.
definitely
This
going to
is going
give.
to be a game changer. Cunha is being hauled down the tunnel. He's off. He's off
Yeah.
for the game, and he seems okay by the looks of it. But the fact that they're taking him off must mean there is a niggle, and he might be off for a couple of weeks. So I don't know if they're going to bring on Sesko, but they're definitely preparing someone from the
I mean,
bench.
there could
Wow,
be Sesko, there could be Kobe Mainu coming on. I mean, there's a lot of
Mainu's had
options.
quite a week with them, right? Mainu's had
Yeah,
quite a
Mainu's apparently he's struggling for team time, for game time, and he's told Amorim he wants out. Amorim's come in and said that we want you to stay and fight for your place in the team. Um, you know, Homegrown players are important for United, and this could be an important player for the future.
yeah. Well, it is 1/3 into the game now, 30 minutes and counting. And there is the change that we all expected to see. Cunha's off, and they're bringing on Zertsky.
Yeah, Joshua
They're bringing on
Zirkzee.
Zertsky.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
interesting option too. I'm not.
a winger to replace a forward,
I'm
if you
not.
ask me.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Shesko's not being brought on, but I'm sure either there's an injury or there's a fitness issue, or they're really wanting to go and defend and try and save this goal. But there's more than 60 minutes
Somebody
plus
would tell
added
you
time of
that
this game left.
motivational issues. But we'll save those discussions for the review show after this week of football on the low block exclusively. Uh, Burnley now have the ball. I think we'll see a lot more of the possession in Burnley's hands or legs rather over the next 20 25 minutes as we over the next 15 minutes and the extra time as we get into the break, right? You'd expect them to try and give themselves hope of a 1-all in the next 10 15 minutes. And if that does happen, Siegel, it could be quite a painful second half as both teams then try and defend the territory. But back to you.
Yeah, I think now Burnley is going to try and go for
They're
the
moving forward.
attack.
Yeah.
They are. We clearly can see there's an intent. They were trying for a goalless draw. I think that was probably the intent when they began. But now it seems like they are going to have to go in for an attack if they want to get a point, at least a point from this game. And I think, given United's defensive frailties, their goalkeeper issue, I think there is definitely a chance. But I don't see too many shots from Burnley on goal.
I think zero so far. Zero
Yeah.
so far. Uh, and as you see the TV screens with the score 1-0 in the 33rd, 34th minute, uh, the advertisement for the MUFC Foundation keeps coming on the boards, and it just says Foundation. Probably it's a message they're trying to imply towards Amorim, uh, as what has been missing in the team over the last few games. Yeah, Burnley not
Burnley
taking that very
definitely
well.
trying to go
United.
in for the attack. I think there is definitely second half we're going to see something major. There's going to be a counter attack in the works.
Yeah. Well, not much is being made of it. The game slowed down a little bit since that uh, goal. I think United
Well,
just hoping to make it back to the tunnel with the score of 1-0. Burnley, they've got a chance now on a dead ball.
yeah,
Hands raised. He's going to take it in a few seconds. We'll keep you posted. Eagle?
yeah. It's been a start-stop game since the beginning. Alfred, we've had enough incidents to stop the game, and Burnley tried to slow it down before the goal, and now for the first time we see them on a counter offensive, and United on the back foot, and it's going to be interesting to see if what they can produce from this free kick.
Well, they've had well, I can tell you there's not much is going to be produced. I'm looking forward to this player Hannibal. But before we go in there, they've had one of the hardest starts to the season. Seagull. They had Tottenham first up on the 16th. Saturday, they lost 3-0, but then they went on to beat Sunderland. Sunderland had of course surprised people in the first game of the season, so that was a good 2-0 for them to get the 3 points in, go to 11th in the table. But then look at the run of play they have. They have United today, of course. Let's see what they make of it. Then there's Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Leeds United. That is an incredible matchup for them.
It is.
So
It is.
but
It's a tough
yeah,
run of fixtures for them. We never said it was going to be easy for Burnley, but I think Sunderland is probably the team that has showed up the most and done the maximum business since coming into the league. Probably be the favorites to stay up, but I think the way Burnley has played in the last two games, they won the League Cup game as well um, um, midweek, and they definitely have a winning momentum coming into this game.
it's good to have them in the Premier League. They're the Clarets, as they're affectionately called. Uh, yeah, just allow me a second when you continue. Right?
I can see Burnley trying to create pressure now on United. I think that's probably going to be the story of the last 10 minutes of the first half. That's a great ball up front. United is defending really well at the moment. They seem to be they seem to be getting their defensive structure, going really well.
I'm back. I'm back. Seagull, sorry to have left you.
What a chance by Hannibal
What a chance.
Majabri, the player you were talking about. You wanted to
I was
watch
just
out
talking about
for.
him.
I think
I was just talking.
he is probably their best attacker up front, and looks like he had a brilliant opportunity. brilliant opportunity that just went over the
That's
bar.
the first big one for Burnley, if you ask me. The first chance of a genuine attempt at goal. And now they're going to make a run for it in the next 7, 8 minutes. See United hold back, play from the back, take it easy, but they're put under a bit of pressure. Onana is probably going to be looking and seeing how he's going to cope up with it. But yeah, this is going to be a good 7 minutes of Premier League football. Oh, that's a missed. So Siegel, while the game goes on and chances are made, few and far between, United have the ball now. But let me tell you some stats about Burnley's season last year. Josh
Yeah,
Brownhill, Josh Brownhill, scored 18 goals for them. Not only was he the highest goal scorer for Burnley last year, he was actually the top goal scorer in all of the championship as Burnley came in second. Uh, their attendance was largely full. The fans have really stayed behind them as they've dropped down and come back. But
what a
going from
strike by Amma! Oh, this one again goes over.
another corner
Very,
for
very
United, I think
exciting
they're
play.
they're living off these corners, but they're not making much out of them. Last time, of course, they got a rebound, but let's see what they do this time.
Ahmed's the one that got the final goal in, if you remember, the FA Cup in a couple of years ago against Liverpool, the final. And
So here's some stats
yeah,
from last year. If I'll just quickly in the first half, so it gets the viewers excited. Burnley remained unbeaten at home last year in the championship. The first championship team to do that since 09-010,
yeah,
09-10, and they got 49 points away from home, which was another championship record. But here's the fun stat: they conceded just 16 goals in 46 matches last year, which is the best defensive record, 0.35 per game, in the history of the English leagues, right? So we've actually got a very solid defensive team, and
exactly,
they kept 30
exactly.
clean sheets. So,
And
and then they've
hence,
got Kyle Walker in,
and
you
hence the
know?
fact that you don't expect United being in the state that they are to score too many goals against them, and that's why I was going for the 1-1, looking at the issues that United has been having at the back. I don't
Yeah.
see, with the kind of defense that Burnley has, I don't see a lot of goals being scored, but I definitely see that there is a difference in the way United is approaching this game. It's got a lot more belief that you can see in the players.
And Hannibal, as I told you, one to look forward to. He's French Tunisian. Uh, and he actually is part of the United youth system from 2021 to 24, out on loan a couple of times to Birmingham and Sevilla, and back here. So he's got another point to prove, right? One of those ex-United youth system,
That's right.
Man United
That's
youth
right.
system players for 3 years before he came in from Monaco. So interesting guy to look out for, and I think he's going to he's got a point to prove. It's this another run for the United. I don't see much coming out of this either. Mbeumo has the silly habit though of continuing to make those runs. I think with Visa, you were mentioning this earlier, Seagull. What used to happen is even if one of them was offside, the other one was making the dart in from the other corner. So the offside used to get negated. But when he's playing as a single forward up front, he's got to be mindful of both his position as well as the ball, right? And we see him struggling a bit as the lone striker up there.
I think what probably United has in mind is to have Buemo and Shesko a partnership up front, and probably they're trying out some permutations and combinations before that could fall in place, because that could probably mirror what Buemo was doing with we saw at Brentford. He reminds me a lot of Luis Diaz, the kind of runs he makes. Very hardworking player, Mbeumo. And, I remember when Tony left from Brentford, uh, both Mbeumo and I think Mbeumo was their best player after Tony left. But both him and Visa really formed a very, very um, strong partnership.
Yes, there were big question marks as to how they'd replace him. But yeah, Brentford, as always, doing great business, keeping the heads high. United again making the most of what they can with these balls and circumstances, but simply not enough punch in there to get them the goals that they need, right? The game's really slowed down. What we anticipated would have been a tight finish, running on both sides, counter attacks, but not enough pressing. The fourth corner for United in the first half, Burnley yet to open their account in corners. We are in the 44th minute of the first half on the low block. Well, is I see Mbeumo stepping up. Am I right? For the corner.
Yeah.
Is he the one who was doing it last season for Brentford as well?
Yes, he has taken corners for Brentford as well.
Strange. I know Bruno takes it from this side, but I would have suspected he stays as the lead guy, lead player to take these chances on. You know, interesting. I think they've got a left footer which they're trying to. Well, Bruno taking the corner. One from this side, the fifth corner in the 45th minute. Siegel, the fifth corner for United. They've had a rebound of one, and they'd be hoping for good luck charms on this one too. Bruno steps up.
So, who do you think is going to
Oh,
score? Who do you think?
stay tuned, Siegel. This is a moment in itself here. This is a moment in itself. Dubravka, what a rock star! What a great player. There's a reason he's my favorite goalkeeper in the fantasy leagues. Have a look. I'll leave you to talk us through it. Go on.
Bruno takes the corner, and what a brilliant shot by Diallo. Straight into the hands of Dubravka, who is solid as ever.
Solid stop.
Solid,
Those those
solid as
those are
ever.
golden gloves right there.
So, Alfred, I have a question for you. Who do you think is going to score United's first goal this season in the Premier League? Because
Oh,
they haven't yet scored a goal by themselves. It's only been own goals they've been surviving on.
that's a good one. 8 extra minutes. 8 extra minutes in the first half. Start-stop game, as Siegel has already been pointing out. And oh, but that was a fabulous corner. Fabulous. The ball stayed low,
Oh wow!
flat out,
Brilliant,
straight at him.
brilliant, brilliant back heel pass from Fernandes. He's still the talent to watch out for in United.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Diallo, Amad Diallo. He's the man of the match for me right now.
Well, we're jumping the gun a bit, aren't we? I think with United,
Yeah,
you never know where this is
I'll give
going.
him the first half. I think
Man of
it'll
the
be
match.
between
This
him
is the
and
low
Bruno.
block. This is the low block award for the first half man of the matches. Man of the first half. We've come up with that, and we will announce it every game we watch along with you. Well, if you're listening into us, I can actually see a lot of chatter. Go on, write to us. We will talk to you. We've got quite a handful of people still with us as the first half approaches. At the end, we will of course take a short break at the end of this. But now, dead ball, United free kick. Confused players asking each other. Bruno's got his hands raised, and then he takes a soft one. He's passed it to Diallo. Diallo. Oh, I'm a little ahead of my co-commentator, the Siegel, on this watch along, which actually allows us to have two angles uh, to every play in the system. Burnley making a meal out of that clearance. A solid another missed chance by United. Back to you, Siegel. Talk to me on what you're seeing on your screen.
9 attempts at goal United has had in the first half against one for Burnley. Um, definitely, definitely a big gap between both the teams. I think Diallo
Definitely.
is on fire, and probably Xerxes was the right guy to bring in. Although I would want to see more of Shesko, but I think this attack on the right for United with Mbeumo, Diallo, and Xerxes seems to be the most threatening at the moment.
Well, as we had predicted, Burnley now picking the ball up, but they're really unable to make those pressing changes when they pass the ball up front. A lot of misses, a lot of wrong curves as they pass the ball out, and they're really floundering just on the edge of the box quite a few times. You got to figure out who your main one or two people, your players are up there, and then get the ball to them. But they've got a chance to have a throw in and then be passing the ball. But you know, these throw-ins is where Kyle Walker is quite a historical legend in the Premier League. No, Siegel.
Yeah, he's. I think they need to really integrate him into the team here, and probably he's going to grow in stature in the team going forward. I think that's him going in for the throw in now,
Yeah.
as we see. So he's definitely the guy for.
Oh, wait! This is such a United moment. The low block presents to you the low block, Siegel. I am not able to see you, the Siegel, but if you are watching this, this is what just happened. Kyle Walker throw in almost gets a goal. Sorry, almost gets a pass. They miss counter attack. Two players running straight up. Xerxes passes the ball to Mbeumo. Mbeumo passes the ball back on the left. Oh, and that is such a silly miss. You'd expect better. You'd expect so much better uh, from players of this caliber at all points. This is simply stupid, stupid football. Just tap the ball in. Why are you going for the jugular? This makes no sense at all. They should have been 2-0 up, no doubt about that. And now Burnley, of course, trying to make the pressing changes. United not allowing them, but that should have been a 2-0. It's simply not acceptable uh, not to go into the break with the kind of lead. Oh wow, this has been quite an ending. My friend the Seagull has of course gone a miss while I wait for him on this watch along. United had a flurry of opportunities there, a flurry of opportunities. But they're not able to make the most of it. Dubravka bending down on one knee, making really what you would assume is one of the uh, better saves in this game. He's had quite a first half, and now Burnley going forward, but no, they're going to misplace this pass. We are almost on the edge of finishing the first half. Brought to you by the low block. Now United with the ball. Well, we are in the 52nd minute, 1 minute to go before the ref calls it off, and the players head down the tunnel for what I suspect would be a much needed break, considering, uh, you know, what is, I would not say very intense, but there's been a lot of running down the flanks, back and forth, start stops. The players would definitely be exhausted by the end of it. Uh, the last minute now, United have had definitely had the better first half. Uh, what are you to make of it? They've had almost 5 corners. Four shots on goal, but really two misplaced opportunities in the last few minutes. Uh, they should have at least been up 2-0, if not more. But Amarin will be quite pleased with what the players have offered. It's been I won't say it's been tense, but it's been undramatic. Play it forward, keep passing, head the ball when you get the chance, and do the best you can. And the ref calls out the first half, and the players head down the tunnel. Amarin will take it. The players will take this. The only downside being the injury to Cunha, and that's Cullen running off, the skipper, who's actually been credited with the own goal. United, two own goals already this season, yet to open their own account. Players head down the tunnel. We'll take a small break and be back shortly.
The producers were trying to get me back on, and apologies for that to
Glitches for the
everybody.
first glitches for the first episode of the Low Block
We'll
right here
we'll
on
we'll try and
CNBC.
fix this going forward. We'll definitely fix this for the next one. And I think there is a sense I'm getting that while United is great play by attacking play by Mbeumo, Diallo, Xerxes since he's come in, Bruno Fernandes, of course, the backbone. But with 10 chances created in the first half, there is definitely a finisher missing in this team, Alfred. They need to be more clinical with their finishing. This could have easily been 2 or 3 goals instead of just one. And I see that United has wasted a lot of clear chances in the first half. Burnley, obviously being very defensive after the first goal was scored, they tried to, and they were really unlucky with that first goal, where Dubravka, of course, made a great save, and then getting pushed
We,
back
we've got
by
a
by Cullen.
If you're watching the live stream, folks, uh, we are we've got a poll running, and we've only got 95 votes in. Who will win the match? The CNN IBN poll, 95 votes in. 70% of you are betting on United to take this home. Uh, Siegel, what do you suspect or suggest will be the play in the second half as we go uh, back into the game? Do you still stick to your 1-all prediction?
Well, after having seen the first half and having seen United come into the match with a lot of energy and definitely a purpose, and the number of attacking shots that they've had on goal, I do see them scoring probably another goal. Burnley 1, United 2 is my prediction now, because I do think that Burnley on the counter, they are going to go aggressive. They will try and score that one goal, and while they're doing that, United will have a chance of scoring another one for sure. And this game, I think has a couple of more goals in for me. Burnley is not going to give up without a fight. It's the start of their season. They are on a winning run after the loss to Sunderland in the first game, and there definitely is going to be there's going to be a reason for them to come all guns blazing in the second half.
Well, quick check-in of what's been happening at other games in the Premier League. This is the I think the big news is coming out of Tottenham. Uh, they're down after the first half to Bournemouth. This team never ceases to amaze me. They just took the game to City, and now an Everton goal, putting in the fifth minute, keeping them down 1-0. This is at their home stadium. Siegel, before I go into the other games.
Yeah, well, City, we know, Tottenham's been their Achilles heel for a long time now. So, the City game wasn't too surprising to see Tottenham what they did to City. But Bournemouth, from last season, we've seen them being a really, really good team. The first game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, we saw, how tough they made the game for Liverpool. Liverpool had to go into the 87th minute, the Chiesa goal to come back. So Evan Listen, Semenyo. I mean, these are they have a very very solid team, and it's no it's no um, a reason for them not to be competitive in this one. So
And then at the
clearly
The
Tottenham.
Molineux, sorry, and then at the Molineux, Wolves are down 2-1 to Everton. Rang, of course, scoring in the 21st minute with Beto and the Diale goals, keeping them up and running. Everton, uh, another interesting team to. I think they're a good mid-table team to watch out this season. Siegel, what do you say?
I think they have if you saw the last game and the two assists from Grealish, they seem to have a real purpose about their game now, and they've been through a tough time, but they have the exciting Beto and Dai, and they have a lot of firepower now in the team to go in for the top 10. And with Moyes coming back, he's had enough time with the team to be able to get his philosophy entwined with the team. And I think he is probably Moyes is Everton and Everton is Moyes since we started watching the Premier League, and it's great to see him back at the helm and carry Everton into a very very formidable team again. Let's not forget Everton is one of the few teams apart from the big five, because City has been relegated. Everton's never been relegated from the league. So it's clearly one of the biggest clubs, and also the impetus that they have now, the excitement that they have now while they're playing away this game. They have the new stadium and the new training ground,
Talking about
which
stadiums, it's 0-0 at the Stadium of Light up in the north of England. Sunderland looking very very good. Very very quick. Especially with all these new signings, the fact that they're gelling in. I'd love to see them playing more composed football at times though. Wonder how Farke is going to set the new team up. He uses the same 4-3-3 system with a super weekend midfield. But yeah, Sunderland looking good in the first half against Brentford. Mbeumo's old team. So great all around. I'm going to take a quick break. Siegel, you keep it going on the watch along. See you in a minute.
Sure. I think it's probably the precursor to the exciting game that we have tomorrow lined up for you, which is Arsenal and Liverpool. Uh, the first day of the Premier League weekend kicks off with some very interesting fixtures. United, Burnley being right at the top of that. I think this is a game which is a make or break for Ruben Amorim, and in the kind of form that United has been in, they've really pulled up their socks for this one, and a little bit of luck going for them in this one is well required sometimes. So it's not it's made up for a very spicy second half at the Old Trafford, and it'll be good to see the interviews that have started at the halftime, uh, and what some of the players are saying at in both the teams. But clearly, there have been standout players for United. Mbeumo, great signing from Brentford. I think he has the ability to probably challenge for being among the top scorers. So we'll have to see how Shesko goes, but I can clearly see that Buemo has the goals in him. Diallo, Xerxes, again, very exciting talents, and there will be more goals. But it's again the Portuguese phenomenon, the backbone of Manchester United, the captain himself, Bruno Fernandes, with a beautiful free kick into the box, creating that goal for them. Um, uh, I think Dubravka has had enough chances on his goal, but he's been brilliant, very solid. Little unlucky for that goal to go in, but some exciting elements coming in from Burnley as well, especially with their young attacking talent. Hannibal going going for goal. That shot went over the post, but it was definitely a lot of intent shown uh, from Burnley. So it's going to be a very exciting second half. It is going to be Burnley trying to go for goal. United, I think, will probably try and shore up their defense. But with Burnley going in for goal, United will definitely have more chances. And I believe, their finishing will also improve. And, so, two goals probably left in the second half, one for either side, looking like a United win. At the moment, at halftime, and I think it's something that might be a shot in the arm for Amorim. We might we might actually finally see a happy Amorim. You feel very sorry for him after the post-match
Do
interviews.
do do you really though? Do you really feel sorry for him?
You do. It is, uh, he's not as media savvy as an Arnie Slot, but definitely a very emotional soul, and yeah, it's really breaks your heart to see a manager who seems a little lost. There was so much confidence coming in, and he came from the Portuguese league where he'd done phenomenally well. He'd won a league title there, and coming here and taking the helm of a team in transition. with personnel challenges, with challenges that have been widely reported on the financial issues that have been plaguing United. Through all of that, trying to come in with a 3-4-2-1 approach and sticking to his guns, getting the support of the owners, but at the same time, uh, after every loss, he seems to be, a very very sorry face,
Well, ladies
and
and gentlemen, talking about sorry faces, we are back on the low block with the second half. The game about to get underway. It will be Burnley to kick it off when we go back in a few seconds from now. 1-0 to United in the first half. Our prediction states 2-1 to United, with Burnley expected to score a goal. But that's the Seagull who mostly gets it right. But now we're recording his comments, so only time will tell how accurate he is in front of the whole world. Now, match is back on. Seagull, where is your stream service right now? What part of it are you on?
well, we just had kickoff, and now the ball's gone to Dubravka, and he's kicked it long for the other side, and United's Bruno's is defending. Uh,
Well,
Back to Dalot,
I
back
think,
to Bruno.
yeah, the highlights of the first half, if you ask me, was of course the sad injury to Cunha. Time will tell what we make of it. The goal, which was an own goal, you rightly pointed. United yet to open their account in the whole season. Funnily enough, and then I would say the number of missed opportunities towards the last few minutes that United had. Dubravka, as usual, coming to their savior. Uh, you know, at the back. But interesting last few minutes in the game as we saw it. Now, of course, Burnley pressing up ahead. That is the only option they have, and they've kind of managed to get a great free kick just ahead of the 30-yard line. This will be a good attempt if they manage to get it in. Bayindir is now setting course, and you can see some stress on his face. The Turkish goalkeeper, 27 years old. Siegel, talk me through what you see and make of it. I'll of course scream if there is something that happens before.
Well, I think clearly, like we'd discussed, Burnley is going to try and go all out. And while they are trying to go all out, we are going to see some chances created. Bayindir hasn't been, the best goalkeeper replacement for or a backup for Onana, and that's why they've been struggling. But it's interesting to see what happens of this free kick. I'm sure the stream is moving further up at your end, but
Well, yeah,
it
Burnley got the ball. I think as it comes up on your screen and everybody else's screen, Burnley got the ball, moved it around, but of course, the striker would have been in a offside position had it even gone in. And before that, a potential handball by the player taking it. So, uh, well, back to United now. They've got the ball up and running. Eagle,
yeah, it
what
was
did you make of that
a
wasted free
very
kick?
yeah, a very messy defense by United. I think they got lucky with the offside or the handball, but I do see the Clarets coming back for more blood. I think they've tasted blood, uh, and now United on the offensive again.
Yeah. We've still got a score of viewers on the low block. 20 of you have joined in. We are very happy to be bringing this live to you. More of this in the season ahead, 3 weeks into the season, and on this brand new show called The Low Block with the Seagull Alfred. Uh, now the games being played between the two boxes, between the midfield, the players just ambling about. Uh, as I said, this can be a very slow, painful watch of a game unless one of them is to make more out of it. I would
It
love to sound more excited and make more, but this is Seagull. United are pressing ahead. The players seem to give it away so quickly in this field. Just now you'll see United give it away, then Burnley give it away, then United give it away again. It's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. This is what's been happening over the last few seconds. Siegel,
Well, I think I know one person who's going to be enjoying this game. I don't know if he's there watching live. Is going to be Jim Ratcliffe. He's been avoiding the newspapers, and clearly it seems like this one probably could be going United's way. It
I think he
is
probably hopes for a Formula One weekend when United is playing, I guess, to get him away from the misery. Yeah. Back to you, Sir Jim.
Yeah, it just feels at the moment that Amorim sticks around. I don't know for how long though. It's a game of probably see what happens after the international break. But this
Yeah.
this win could definitely save Amorim's job. We've had reports in the past where we've heard Amorim saying that he could even leave the club if he feels like it without taking any compensation or any um, uh, so he seems to be in a very difficult space, and so does Jim Ratcliffe. So it seems like uh, it's a very very important game for both of them. This one.
Have you heard of the United fan who hasn't shaved his head till they win 5 games in a row? That seems like a daunting task, though, even if they take this one.
Yeah, that's
Siegel?
a that's going to take a while with the kind of win percentage that Ruben Amorim has had. It is 35.6% win percentage in the league and 24% in the league and 35% across all competitions. So he's only won less than 1/4 of the matches that he's been manager. It's probably the worst record by a United manager since 1931.
Wow. Now that is some
So
stat.
winning 5 games in a row is quite a task
But
for
then he came out
Ruben
with a
Amorim at the
caveat
moment.
saying that it could be any kind of games. It could be cup games. He was even counting friendlies when it came to United. He went on to say that if all the United players end up winning their international break games, he would count that as a United win.
Well, that's why I said it's a 35% across all competitions. So for every 10 games, they're winning 3.5 games. So
Yeah.
he's definitely going to need a lot of games to reach his number of 5.
Well, as I said before, and you've been noticing it too, the game's just really stretched out. It's futile attempts to run forward. Now, as of most recent, Cullen has the ball, a dead ball to play from, almost 90, 100 yards out from the goalkeeper, and he's just, oh, this is awful. You will see it come up on the screen, but you'd almost wish you were not seeing that free kick. Siegel, give it another 10 seconds, and I'll let you talk through what I think is the most abhorrible free kick I've ever seen taken. But they're being asked to take it another time, I think, on account of a foul. Wow, this is mildly interesting to say the least. Some
It's the
words being
captain
exchanged.
Cullen going in for he's the same gentleman who gave in the goal, the own goal, the captain, and probably the worst free kick I've ever seen.
But he's got another chance. You'll notice in a second. I think the player went
Yeah, I
down.
think
Uh,
there's been a foul in the box, so he
yeah.
gets another
And
chance at it.
you let me know once you see United take the ball back because something interesting. Buemo miss hit. Oh, this game is trick. They're playing all squares and rectangles of the field, like it's going corner to corner.
Yeah.
It's almost like a game of carom, much like football on display here.
That's what I'm saying.
Who is Mbeumo
Buemo
passing
doesn't
to?
have a striking partner. He needs a striking partner. That's what's missing here. I don't know why
Yeah.
Shesko's not on. They would let Holland go. It just seems like one signing less, or I don't know what the thought process with Chesko is when he comes back into the squad. Maybe he's just being rested, like we said. Played. All the minutes of the last game. So it is. It seems like Buemo doesn't have enough support in. He's missing
Yeah.
Awesa.
Oh my God. I bring the news to you first. Burnley have equalized. The Clarets have equalized. This is exciting. In the 55th minute, what? His leg full up, tucks it in the goal. This is splendid football from Burnley. Who knew there was a moment left in this game? Apparently there is. And Siegel, talk me through this. What do you see? Go on.
What a beautiful cross in! What a beautiful cross! Bernie bite back. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. They've been in the back foot for so long, and we just knew it. We just knew this was on the cards. We had called it, Alfred.
That is perfect. This is exactly the kind
This
of
was
finishing United
perfectly
have been missing.
constructed by Burnley. Beautiful goal.
Like stretched onto the left. Bayindir has no choice. The players are celebrating. There's a bit of a jiggle. The number nine. You want your number nine to score tap in goals like this with legs and arms outstretched. Foster. We called him out at the start of the game, and he's the goal scorer. A South African player, by the way. In
Brilliant.
so
Brilliant number nine. Brilliant number nine.
I'm
That's what a
actually
number nine needs to do.
it will be interesting as a stat to see when was the last time a South African scored a goal. Oh, and oh my God, this game is heating up. 2-1, Mbeumo. 2-1, Mbeumo. This is fantastic football. This is getting Old Trafford going. The fans are in it. This game has suddenly taken a turn. The jugular. 2-1. Stiegel, talk me through what you see this time. It will be fantastic.
It's a great kick from Bayindir. Beautiful from Dalot. Oh, excellent chance created and so well taken by Buemo.
That
Hats
was a
off to
great
you,
cross from
Buemo.
that was a great cross to
Excellent.
Mbeumo,
It
right?
started with
Dalot,
the
the number
goal
two,
kick. It started with the goal kick. Bayindir.
from the back. Is
What a
this is
brilliant
this
goal
what the
kick.
low is this what the low block is all about, Siegel?
It is. It is. It is. They've stopped the low blocks now. They're obviously trying to go in
Yeah,
for a goal, and it's happened on counter. Brilliant finishing. This is what was missing in the first half. Oh,
yeah.
Buemo.
Great response from United. Great response.
Great piece to the jigsaw puzzle for Manchester United. I think perfect signing. Seems like a match made in heaven.
He is the
Brian
number nine for sure,
Mbeumo.
right? He's the
Well, he
one just
plays as
sits
a
at the goal.
winger, but yeah, he is
But that's
definitely
but if they're going to
a
play him up front,
finisher.
that's what they got to do. You got
He's
to
a
leave him. You got to.
finisher.
He's
Yeah.
a finisher. Yeah. Well, that this game has definitely heated up suddenly. From 1-0 missed chances to 2-1. I can suspect a lot more people will be searching for streams to watch, and we will start seeing some excitement
Welcome
pop up.
to the low block, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see more comments from you in the comment section, and we will be responding to your comments in the post-match review.
Oh my God. Burnley almost equalized, but they got called out on offside. This game is is really heating up. Foster again. The South African makes a run, gets the pass at the right time, but the back four. Oh, wait a second. Wait a tiny little second. Has B being played onside? Will VAR check this? will VAR check this? I think the assistant ref called it out quite well in time. They're checking the disallowed goal now for onside. It would be irony if it got turned around, but I suspect his foot just plays him off. They are checking though.
It's a hard one to call, Alfred. It's a really hard one to call. I think
Yeah.
we will need the VAR detector for this. We'll need
You know,
technology coming in.
there were two strikers there. So, United,
Yeah,
not sure which one to play
I think we
off.
very hard. The way it looks, it could be it could be offside. It could well
It is
be
offside, but
going the
isn't
other
it
way.
very strange for the assistant referee to also raise his flag? You've typically seen them not, let the play go on and then call it out. So quite strange for him to take such a break. But I also like that. I prefer it when the refs actually take those decisions up front.
Yeah, but he did score the goal, so he had to raise his flag at some point. Just offside. That was close. That was close.
Well, two-thirds into the game, 8 minutes extended in the first half. Time will tell what we see in the second. 2-1 to United.
I
The
think
fans,
football is getting used to the semi-automatic VAR. I
yeah,
think it's gonna take a while for the commentators, the fans, the players, but I think it's a great bit of technology.
United are making fancy footwork and play there, passing the ball really well, passing the ball really well. Great one-twos, some small finishing touches. Now they're playing it out from the back. This has been quite intense. United footwork and play here. The defender slips as he passes the ball forward. It's offside. Not the first time I have seen a foul play called out offside. My stream continues to be ahead of my partner co-commentator Siegel's stream. So I have the 30-second advantage, but Siegel, back to you.
Well, in Molineux, Everton's just gone up 3-1.
Wow.
And yeah, Keenan Roseberry Hall scoring in the 55th minute. So they're definitely, looking like the team that's going to win this one. Wolves, again, I think by many commentators, and huge odds for Wolves to go down this year as one of the existing teams in the league to go down to the Champions League. So not very surprising.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. The other scores, I think, largely remain the same. Sunderland still 0-0 and Spurs down at Spurs Stadium. United taking another miscreated opportunity. There's no reason for these. There's simply no reason for these. Mbeumo now with the corner kick, but simply no reason to take these rash shots. Just pass it down. Mbeumo's the guy to make the runs. Just get the ball to him. Let him tap it in. You've seen him do that already.
Kobe Menu over the line. Kobe Menu fighting for a place in the team.
Well, they're making those chances, but they're not really making them exciting enough. You'll see another Mbeumo corner. Mbeumo corner. Oh, it comes to Bruno Fernandes. He should have tucked this one neatly with the corner, but no, he's going to miss it. It just goes slightly right. Slightly right. Oh, that. If there is any one player in the world you'd expect to close that chance, it would be Bruno Fernandes Amorim. You can tell by his face. That's that's
It was
a
a
chance by
whisker
God.
wide. That ball was a whisker wide of the goal. It was so close to making it 3-1.
Well, the game's really,
Oh,
really now
Mbeumo
picked
is
up.
the creator. He's the finisher. He is the star of this team, Alfred.
He is spot on, spot on. Bruno and Mbeumo, I think that's going to be the flavor of much of United season this year. Unless somebody else really picks it up. One guy in the midfield, one player making the run-ins. Splendid passing, and I really hope for the sake of United fans that the other players continue to make those one-twos back to them, the tap-ins. so that the game is in continuous flow. When you've got players in red hot form, you kind of build your teams around them. Uh, and yeah, should be interesting to see how they use this system for the rest of the season. Yeah. What are you seeing? They're getting Hannibal off now. I think he's had his run. The ex United player Chuana in. Not much is known about this player, at least to the typical Premier League fan, but it will be interesting to see how he picks up. 65 minutes into the second half, and have United
Well
just
played
made
by
a
Hannibal. I think he's
well,
played a great game.
yeah, the youngster definitely. I think he's going to be one to look out for. A Seagull. I think every couple of weeks, let's check in on the Hannibal and see how the Hannibal is performing in the midst of Premier League action. One to watch out for. Uh, Already kind of pointed out by the people on the low block. United making a meal of that at the back. Kyle Walker now being substituted, I think. Oh, no, he's going to take the throw in. That was a commentator mistake. Uh, Streams running at different speeds, but this game, there is some excitement now. You would expect Burnley to do the best they can, and they have. It's a goal. Burnley 2-0, 2-all, 2-all. Foster again. This game, I called it there, 2-all. Of course, I think VAR will make a check on the corner right for the corner, but this for the offside, but this is splendid. Bayindir making a stupid mistake. 2-all. Burnley at Old Trafford. Now, say what you want. Would you have ever imagined this being this easy for a newly promoted side at, at this amazing stadium? Foster is having.
This this is where dreams are made. It's Old Trafford. It is pure magic. Pure magic.
Is that
It's the
Chuana who
kingdom
just
of
come in?
dreams. It's
Isn't the
beautiful.
first
It's
kick? Isn't the
magical.
first kick from the corner Chuana? Oh, Bayindir making a mistake. He's got the ball right there. This is Onana on repeat. This is Onana on drugs. This is such a
Well,
foolish miss by him. Oh, and he just it's pinball. It's pinball in the last 10 seconds. Oh, and but he can't get to it. This has been splendid, United fans. Uh,
oh my
this is
God,
not good
that is
watching.
so scrappy. That is so scrappy. He should have held on to that ball. Bayindir, oh my God, United again, their goalkeeper letting them down. It happens game after game after game.
It was Anthony with the second.
What an
Not Foster.
exciting game this has become. What an
Two
exciting game.
all, 68th minute. Anybody's game. Anybody's game from here. Stay tuned, folks. You don't want to miss the ending. The last 30 minutes are going to be absolutely rabid. One team against the other, back and forth. They've been playing along
Oh
the
my
rectangle for
God.
the past few minutes, but now I think you'll see the game go a lot more central. Uh, Runs from your center halves. The CDMs, the defensive midfielders will kind of start shifting their shape upward, playing the triangles in. And I call that out, but no. United missing that again. Burnley doing great defensive work. This has been super exciting as a watch along, Seagull. The low block, making the game more interesting than it usually is. This has been exciting.
It's fun.
What do you
It's
make
been
of
fun
this?
doing this with you, Alfred. It's a lot of
Yes.
fun. It makes me want to watch all games in the league. It's not just the team that I'm supporting. And by the way, the viewers here, you can try and guess which teams, respective teams, to the two of us support, because those teams are not playing here tonight. So that's probably from our commentary, if you've been able to gather, you know, which are those teams that we are going to go all out for. And It's becoming an exciting third final to this game. It's it's going to be United. Oh,
And
Menu
guess who they're
again.
bringing on? Guess who's going to be brought on now? Guess who's going to be brought on? Think about it. Take a guess. Take a guess. It's Cesco time. I'm actually quite interested in seeing this lad. Considering the excitement he's had around his transfer, first Newcastle,
Yeah,
then them.
he's not been very
Uh,
effective in the first few games, but
but
it
that's a
was
story for
about
any
time.
United player nowadays, who is effective playing in a
Well,
system that is made around
Buemo
Amarim's system
seems
and
to
not the
have
players.
hit the ground running, but the difference is Buemo is a Premier League player. He's a proven player in the Premier League, and
Yes.
probably that's the difference between a player coming from outside.
Well, the low block is bringing you the 71st minute of what has been a splendid clash in the second half. Started off interestingly well, United making the initial wins, scored the goal. Then, of course, the injury slowed down towards the end of the first half, scrappy ending. And then the game's just completely come apart, hasn't it? Interesting. They've got a corner, the sixth corner being awarded to United, one still only for Burnley. Sorry, a corner awarded to Burnley. Imagine the headlines. Imagine the headlines. If Burnley come from 1-0 and then 2-1 to take this home at Old Trafford, at a time when Amorim is expected to kind of make those grave changes that you expected him to have making, that to Burnley, a newly promoted team. United would be in relegation zone come end of this game week.
It would be epic, Alfred. It would be epic if there's a comeback from Burnley of record proportions. This would be their season up and running, and I think it will be goodbye Amorim if Burnley's to
Do you,
score
do you
another.
think do you think he's going to resign or he's going to be fired? I think that's the big question on everybody's
I,
mind.
I, I think the fans want him out, so it's
Do they?
it's probably a lot of pressure from the fans on the management, and we discussed this. There is already news reports of United being in touch with Eddie Howe. He is probably the top replacement being seen for Amarim, and
Sesko,
also there.
Sesko, Sesko coming in. Pardon my interruption. Sesko coming in for Casemiro. That's an interesting change. You pushing up ahead when removing a CDM. Of course, Amorim
Yeah, they need a
wants these
goal
three
now.
points.
They need a goal.
Amorim knows he's in relegation zone with a draw. He needs the 3 points. He needs to open this
He
account.
does. He does. He needs a win.
And he's doing exactly what you would expect of him in this moment. But his players really need to live up to the expectations, and they're simply not playing well in the system of his. Burnley again making geez, what is this team even? United. Uh, Burnley have the ball again. What are we seeing? Are we witnessing the death of a publicly listed, great, legendary football club? A
We
thousand
wouldn't
cuts, one
know.
step at a time.
We wouldn't know. Their manager goes like a pendulum from one end to the other. He hates his players. He loves his players. Sometimes he wants
This is
to
more of
quit
a
his
hate watch
job.
than a
Sometimes he
yeah.
wants to be there for 20 years. The kind of quotes he's been
Outlandish
making.
statements for as you said, the maturity that Arteta, not always, but Arne Slot, a couple of the other guys have been showing.
I mean, I can
Uh,
imagine he's a 40-year-old, so probably one of the youngest managers in the Premier League. So you could imagine, there is the maturity level isn't that
you got
much.
Scott
But
Scott
if
Scott
you,
Parker on the other side for a laugh, right? You know, playing him at his home stadium in a system that he believes is what helped him at his last club in Portugal. Oh, but you know, it's just not going well for them. It's just not going well. Referee signals ball to Burnley.
it's
Eagle.
such a
I
typical
need. I
United story. Such a typical United story. You have a win in your hand. You miss chances. You get multiple chances. 10 chances in the first half, score only one, and it is still I think it's a game for United to lose. United are the
even now.
stronger team. They are the stronger team here, and they've brought in fresh legs. They brought in a Shesko. They need to go in for the kill.
They need to go in for the kill, and there will be no better time than this for them. 75th minute. Uh, move your fingers forward. Uh, Play hard, play straight, get in. But you know, I had a feeling when they moved Xerxes into the substitution role when Cunha went out. Uh, that they were already kind of lowballing. It was slightly defensive in nature. You would have expected them to go a little more aggressive uh, right at the start, but you can see the game faltering now for them as Burnley make a change. Uh, yeah, an interesting 15 minutes ahead. Very. Can you believe that so early into the season we have a season-defining few minutes coming up for United? Siegel, give me a minute. Back to you.
Well, it's going to be very interesting for United going forward. 15th last season. I predict a second half finish for them again in this season. It doesn't look much better than
It doesn't look
an
appealing at all.
11th or a 12th finish with the current level of performance that they have. They really would need to get the house in order, because if they cannot get 3 points against a newly promoted team which hasn't beefed up its options like a Burnley, it's going to be a very, very tough ride for United when they come up
There's a
against the
yellow. There's
likes of
a horrible
City,
tackle,
Arsenal, Liverpool.
horrible tackle by Bruno. You will see it come up on your screen in a second. Oh, he's lucky. He's got a yellow, one for it to challenge. So good, he squeezed his other leg back in time. He's shaking his head, but there is simply no excuse for such a miss by a player of his caliber. He's just gone in for the other player.
Alfred, I can't see your video. I think.
Yes, I'll be back with you in a minute. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay,
Amorim,
excellent. I thought
Amorim's got his head
there's an
down.
issue in the stream.
No issue on the stream. Our fans are getting the most exclusive content on the low block as Burnley now with the free kick. This game has really picked up, Siegel. Really picked up.
Very exciting game. I think there's a lot of adrenaline running, and emotions are going to be running high now. I do see the teams do a few duels. Some
Yeah, if the players were in a scrap in the first half over a offside, you can expect them to give each other
it's
a go
very
in the.
it's very interesting when the camera cuts to Ruben Amorim. He's always showing a sorry face. Uh,
Yeah,
in the last game against
it's almost
Grimsby
like he's
Town,
missed the. It's somebody who's missed
against
his bus home.
Grimsby, he wasn't there for the penalties. I mean, what kind of manager are you not supporting? Your team is going for penalties. They lost 12-11 in the penalties. Your manager wasn't there to see. It's just, I think the kind of reactions the players must be seeing from Amorim would definitely be weakening their confidence.
Yeah, the moral definitely gets, underplayed the minute you see a manager with his head down. He's the man you're looking at, right? He's coming with such high expectations, not just from the fans, but from fans of other clubs as well, because they've all followed Ruben Amorim's journey before he came to United. But yeah, this we all expected much more from him. Eagle,
Well, I see um, I
I see a
see
loss
another
of
goal.
words. I'm trying to explain
I
this.
see I see another goal in this. I don't know which side, but I think this game could go down to the wire. This
Yeah, in
game
the
could go
hallowed
down to the
Amorim
wire.
time, Fergie
Both
time.
teams are going to go out and attack. United is obviously the stronger team, but what Burnley's been able to do on the counters has been very impressive. And with the kind of defensive laxes, especially what you saw from Bayindir, there is definitely a chance for Burnley to score one. I definitely, from my 1-all draw to 2-all draw, I think I see this as a 3-2 now, Alfred.
but you're still keeping a goals difference. So I'll give you that. And I still see you reading that in United's favor, which has been quite exciting, seeing the fact that Burnley is actually having an up-tempo game, though United has the ball
Well,
now.
I like I said, I
Why
don't
would
know
you
where
not?
this third goal will
Oh,
go. I'm not taking sides anymore. It could go either way. United is the
Dubravka,
stronger team,
Dubravka will make. Yes, they
but
are. But
they just not don't have the finishing. It's a little all over the place, and I've seen Burnley with the lesser chances they've had a much better finishing.
this is going down to the wire. Oh, United. I feel for the fans, years and years of support.
Alfred,
You saw the
I'll
banners.
just join you there.
Sure. Well, the Seagull takes a quick break. While we continue watching the game in the 80th minute, United 2, Burnley 2, balls put into the box, Burnley heading it out, multiple headers. Bruno now jumping in, takes the kick, but no, doesn't get the chance. Uh, they're playing out from the back. Burnley play the ball up the ground. No one there to take it. United's going to come back from all the way from the back. Let us remind everyone that there are 10 minutes to go in a game that has been quite a seesaw between the two teams. We are in minute number 81. This is the season third week, and what you have is a clincher of a game, as we've been saying. Who expected uh, this to already become season defining this early on? Would Amorim be the first manager to get the boot in the Premier League? Anybody's guess? Or would he just resign himself if they are unable to come back from here? Right now, as it stands, I think United are in 16th position, and a loss brings them down to 17th, takes Burnley up to 7th. A lot of action at other stadiums as well, which will bring you after the game. But this has indeed been an interesting watch along. 2-2 now. United, Man United taking the ball up. Uh, yeah, but no real meat on the bone here. Another Xerxes shot that goes above. I have no idea why this lad keeps taking these shots which go right above the goal. He needs to keep his head down. Uh, take it on the low. No, that's simply not good enough. He's trying to curve the ball. But this requires Xavi Alonso levels of technique, not the way he's playing it right now. Burnley now with a double change coming uh, in the 82nd minute. I suspect this is the final of their changes, and this is the team that will carry them from here till the very end of the game. Well, if you've been watching from the start, uh, quick recap: 1-0 up United, injury to Cunha. Burnley come back 1-1, and then United go up, and then again Burnley come back. It as Siegel has been predicting, this game could go either way from here over the next 10 or 12 minutes. Stay tuned as we take you towards the end of what has been a fascinating watch along. Uh, on CNBC here on the low block. Now we've still got quite a few people, a score of people watching with us. United playing out from the back. Xerxes to Mbeumo. Mbeumo tries the 1-2 with him. But again, Xerxes just run all over it. He's just run too hard on what was supposed to be a simple tap back on the back foot from Mbeumo. Mbeumo, as Siegel has been saying, too used to having to play with Visa. Much easier for him when you've played with someone for a good part of 12 to 18 months versus a system where you just kept up all alone. Burnley now do they have it? Oh, Burnley playing out in the box. Do they have it in them? No, he passes it to the United defender. They will play it out. Casemiro still on the field. Buemo's injured. He's been pushed into by the number 5. He's going to take his time here. Strange, considering you really want to move very, very quickly. Uh, it was after the player raising his hand immediately. Eagle, welcome back. Minute number 84. And we are at 2-2 in the game.
Well, very interestingly, Wolves just pulled one back at against Everton at Molineux. So it's going down to the wire over there. And Sunderland and Brentford are at 1-1. There've been some more goals. Thiago
Eagle,
scoring for.
are you going to bring on a United fan towards the last few minutes of the game?
I see. At this moment, I see one goal. I don't know which way it's going to go, but we are trying to bring on a United fan. Let's see if we can have a United fan here.
Quite a few
It'll be
United fans
interesting.
who wouldn't want to join this watch along. I'll probably talk through it. But yeah,
That's right. That's right. So, spoken to a United fan. He's driving. He's a very big United fan.
he's
And
probably left the stadium and he's walking right outside Old Trafford right now to join us on the podcast, knowing fully well that there is no way back for them. Everton Wolves. I just quickly bring you in. Minute 79, Gomez brings one back for Wolves. It's 2-3. This is setting up very, very nicely. I'll be off video for a few minutes, Seagull, as I make my way down the turnstiles. Uh,
this is drama at the highest level. It's going to be a very exciting finish. Stay braced for probably the most exciting start to the season for Burnley, and United trying their best to to uh, to get 3 full points from this. By the way, Mbeumo is the first goal scorer for United. Um, so that's exciting news for them. They have their own goal scorer now after a flurry of own goals. I think they need to involve Shesko more. Shesko has to be. Oh my God! The moment I said it, what a ball in from Mbeumo and Shesko. Oh my God! This is the partnership that we want to see in United. This is a great defensive job by Kyle Walker. Great defensive job by Kyle Walker. He came in Sesko's way. Sesko's shot went up over the bar. Shesko is probably the most potent goal threat they have apart from Mbeumo in the last 5 minutes of this game. 4 minutes plus extra time that we have left. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is uh, all set for a very exciting finish. Burnley will definitely not mind a draw. They would love to get a point from this game. And United, I think I would consider this a loss for United. And Shesko again with a header that goes wide. A draw for United is as good as a loss for Amorim, in my opinion. He really needs to go all out for the win. What a beautiful player Shesko is. It's just the finishing that is probably missing at this moment, but he's going to be a great player for the Premier League. It's a good save by Bayindir. And there go United back on the attack. Kobe Mainu leading from the back. Fernandes, long ball out for Dalot. And out for a throw in. And it's a yellow card. It's a yellow card for या हेलो। नहीं, मैं तो कर रहा था।